So this happened last Thursday. I was at Home Depot getting jumper cables. I was wearing a blue shirt, so no idea why this Karen thought I worked there, but hours is not to reason why. I am looking around for jumper cables, my brain kind of in low power mode. When I hear "tell me where the fuses are," I do a half turn and say what? This woman about mid-50s yells at me, "Speak English, you." Insert Mexican slur here, keep in mind I am white, like super white. But hours is not to reason why. So I admit to having some voice acting skills and a twisted sense of humor. So I answered her in a Mexican accent that was maybe one step above Speedy Gonzalez. In my defense, I didn't have time to prepare a better voice. I say, "Oh sorry Mila Punter, how can I help you? Where are the fuses? I need them for my house." Me, "Are the fuses for your house or your car?" Her, "I just said they are for my house." Me, "Okay, I can show you." I then led this woman around the store. As a rule, Home Depot is huge. I would get to one aisle, look around, say something like, "Oh, they must have moved them. They must be over dear." Good thing I was wearing a mask to hide my shit-eating grin. After maybe 10 or 12 minutes of this, she finally calls me out, saying how I am the worst, most ignorant employee here. And to be fair, she had a point. She then of course demanded to talk to a manager. I said he is at the front desk, but I come with her because I have to keep helping customers. Her, "Where is your name tag? I am going to get you fired." Me, "Oh no, I forgot my name tag, Milamo Michael with a Y." She stormed off. I almost forgot to get jumper cables before I left. I did get them. Then headed to self-checkout. When I get to the checkouts, Karen is still yelling at the front desk. I am barely keeping together as she yells about Michael with a Y. Karen sees me and point, "That's him, Michael with a Y, fire him now." Then the best part. The manager starts to reprimand me. I mean, how bad is employee turnover that he doesn't know someone does not work there? I then answer in my normal flat Midwest white guy voice, "Sorry, what's this about? I don't work here and just came in for jumper cables." The manager looked confused, didn't really say anything. Her brain just stopped, I guess. Karen hears my voice, starts screaming not even real words. Did an angry Karen dance. I managed to not bust out laughing, which I think means I should get an Oscar or something. I buy the cables, say to no one really, "Wow, this never happens at Lowe's," and walk out. My phone often rings and people want to talk to the doctor's office. Usually, I tell them, "Oh, I'm sorry, you need to dial XXXXXXXX88, but you dialed XXXXXXXX68 instead." They apologize, hang up, all is well. Not this morning though. My phone rings, a woman is on it. Woman, "Hello, my husband is with you. When can I pick him up?" Me, Your husband is not here. Did you want to speak to doctor's office, by any chance?" Woman, "Yes, of course. What do you mean he's not there? Of course he is." Me, "Ma'am, I'm sorry, but you got the wrong number. You need to." Woman, "What? Of course I have the right number. When can I pick my husband up? I'm waiting outside and it's cold." Me, "Ma'am, sorry, but this is not doctor's office. You dialed the wrong." Woman, "I want to speak to the doctor directly. Put me through. I'm gonna put in a complaint about you." Me, "Listen, you are not talking to doctor's office. You." Woman, "I've had enough. I'm coming in now. I will complain about you to the doctor directly." Clack. "You do that, crazy lady. You do that." Decades ago, I was fresh out of the military, and fresh out of the closet. I had landed a great first job as a software developer with a very small company. Nobody knew about my private life at work, because well, it's private. The office admin developed a crush on me, and I told her that I was gay and had a boyfriend. She thought it was a terribly funny joke on her that she didn't pick up on me being gay. So, she told it as a story on herself around the office. Our VP was a homophobic woman. Basically, she didn't like anybody who wasn't white, male, right-wing and Christian. Since the office gossip was she was sleeping with the owner, and both were married to other people, her version of Christianity had a few loopholes in it. I had spent most of the day helping a sales guy set up a database on his computer to track customers. Yeah, DBase 3. Totally easy to write an app over the phone. She calls me into her office at 5 p.m., tells me there's gossip about me and that she can't have me working there anymore. My team was furious with her. We were a tight development team and this really blew up quickly. I quietly said goodbye, packed up my stuff and drove home to tell my boyfriend I was unemployed for the first time in my life. I started a contract job that paid twice what I had been making. After 2 months, my former VP calls me and asks if I would work on the software project freelance. She offered my former rate, to which I said no. I told her $50 an hour, which was like 5 times my salary. She said no. A week later she calls back and says we really need you on this. I asked her, are you saying you can't finish this without me? Yes, she replied. I said you should have thought of that before you fired me for being gay. Within a month, the whole software project was shut down. But, my former teammates started their own company and contracted the work from her at 5 times their previous salary. Her bigotry cost her inexpensive and reliable employees, rattled the entire office at the budget hit and made her look like a fool. I used to work for a larger company in the service sector. Many years ago, and it was part-time and only for about 2 months. Since then I moved and am even living in a different country. I never even thought about them, ever. Not once. Out of the blue, today, I got an email from said company informing me they have terminated my contract and may consider legal action due to abandoning my post. My first reaction, this is just a new kind of spam scam, but then I reread it carefully and it isn't spam. It looks written. My name is there in full and the sending email seems fully legit too. So now I am full on WTF, this makes no sense. I mailed back asking politely if there is someone I can speak to because there must be a mistake of some kind. I get a response about an hour later indicating a number and person I can call. So I go and do that. So I call and ask for the person, let's call her Janet. They ask me who I am, and I tell them. Instantly her tone changes to full Karen and lectures me on my failing to show, not notifying my supervisor and in general giving me a work ethic lecture and that there is no chance to work there again. I let her finish and then just said, well, Janet, I am indeed less than my name greater than and also the CEO and co-founder of less than business greater than. I'm really sorry to tell you this, but I resigned from less than your company greater than in 20XX. If you look at your display you can see I am calling from country code 20 and 1 now 4,000 miles away. I am not sure how I ended up being employed again, but I am confident the mistake can be found somewhere in your system. The silence was deafening and after a long time she just said I am very, very sorry, sir. To her credit she mailed me again later in the day to inform me that someone instead of calling through and putting people who accepted on the roster had messed up and put me on the roster instead of someone else. The year was 2016. I had worked as a stocker for a craft store for over a year. But when my dad retired, we were moving out of state. I handed in my 2-week notice, slating the 18th of the month, a Wednesday, as my last day of work. I double-check my schedule to make sure I am taken off, and I see that I'm scheduled until the 20th, that Friday. Hey, store manager / I can't work the last 2 days. The 18th is my last day. Store manager, oh, really? I thought you could work a few days after that. No, I'm moving out of state. We're packing up our last bit of stuff and leaving. It even says on my notice that the 18th is the last day I can possibly work. Store manager, oh, okay. I'll fix the schedule. Mildly irritating to have to argue my case, but the store manager has always been a bit spacey and disconnected to reality and time. So I chalk it up to him having a derp moment and let it go. I work my last few days, get hugs from the co-workers I'm friendly with, say goodbye to all the staff, and go home for the final time. Thursday, the 19th, I get a call on my cell phone from the craft store's number. Floor manager, my name / where are you? Home, packing the last of my stuff. The 18th was my last day. I told store manager / to take me off the schedule. Floor manager, well I put you back on there myself. We need you for a few more days. You're supposed to be here now. Oh, so it was. Floor manager '(s) fault. She and I had butted heads often, To the point I reported her to corporate for trying to make me work off the clock. Me, irritated, well, I'm not available. I'm leaving the state. You had 2 weeks to rearrange the schedule to prepare for this. Floor manager, the store does not arrange itself to your schedule. This is a job, and you need to work when needed. Me, not anymore. I don't work for the store anymore. Store manager / even gave me my last paycheck. Floor manager, you don't get your paycheck until Friday, so you can knock off the lying. Get in here, and I'll think about not writing you up for this. I was silent for about a heartbeat, stunned by the sheer idiocy. Then I burst out laughing. Loudly. And at length. The floor manager tried to yell at me, but I was laughing so hard that I couldn't stop to hear anything she said, so just laughed over her. When I caught my breath again, I said into the seething silence. Me, I quit on Wednesday. I don't take orders from you anymore. Goodbye. I hung up on her, and let the further calls go straight to voicemail. Note, hey Debers, if you put my story in a video, please let me know, so I can watch, and be sure to give me credit. This is a fun, lighthearted one. Was in the record store the other day, and had picked out about 10 records to buy. Doing the math on the price, I decided to put a couple back. As I'm filing them back where I found them, someone asks me if he can open a record to check the color variant. I give him the obligatory "I don't work here," and he says to his friend, "Oh, he doesn't work here, he just has a lot of records." We all three had a good laugh. Then I went to check out,